Hello everyone, welcome to our interaction with Istio. In this interaction, I will show you how do we install Istio on our Kubernetes cluster. For our interaction, I will be using a EC2 instance with T3 large configuration which has 16 GB RAM and 50 GB hard drive. I have connected my putty on its public IP, which is here, and I have already installed a minikube on this. Let us see if our minikube is working or not. Minikube status is the command. Yeah, we can see that minikube is working. And let's see if we have anything in this. kubectl get all. Yeah, kubectl get all shows that we have a Kubernetes cluster which is running on 10.96.1.0.1 IP address, and that has been exposed on 443 TCP. It's running since last 36 minutes. Okay, now if we want to install, let us go to the web page, official web page of Istio, which shows us how to install. See, download Istio, it will show you the release of Istio, which has been done over the years. And it has multiple release. The first page shows Istio 1.16, which is the latest version. Okay. If we want older versions, we can also find them here. See the beta, theta, whatever versions that Istio has released. So if we want the latest version, just copy this URL, go to putty, do a paste. It is downloading Istio's latest version on our computer. So the download has been completed. Now, to run it properly, they have provided some instruction along with the download. Let us run the instructions. We can also open the profile path and add this there, but the command is good. Yes, this is added. Now let us check what has happened once we downloaded Istio. It is a folder named istio.1.16.0 has been created. Let's get into the folder. We do an ls, it shows the license, readme, bin, manifest.yaml, manifest, samples, tools. Let's see what these mean. Once downloaded, the sample contains sample applications, and bin directory contains istoctl. Istioctl. Istioctl is the command created for Istio. Okay, now once we go to the installation process, this is where we have downloaded it. Now if we go to the installation process, for our demo part, we will choose demo equal to y. Why? The reason being, let us go to the configuration profile section. It will show you that we have 6 configuration profiles that have been configured for us by Istio. Each configuration profiles contain different functionality, which has been given in a tabular column right below. The tabular column has been removed, I suppose, but the default, the demo profile basically contains everything, all the tools that we need for our testing purposes. And the rest of the profiles default will have some less configuration. Remote will be for multi cluster mesh, and minimal will be just for a simple profile where we just want a control plane and everything. Empty will do nothing. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, demo. It was already here, I missed it. So demo profile will have access to ingress gateway, egress gateway, ingress gateway, and istoid. Earlier, they are used to be 3 or 4 more options. That's why I missed it. And those options included Grafana, Kiali, Jaeger, and now all these things have been included into Istioid. You can call it Istio D or Istioid. So there were 3 more options. That's why I missed it. And these total, there were 5 or 6 options, and demo profile has access to all those. That's why for our installation we will use demo. Let's copy it, clear the screen, do a paste. You see it is doing the installation of istioctl. It's the command that we will need for just for a couple of instructions and checking, nothing more than that. So it shows all these steps, what things have been installed. Istio core, Istioid, ingress gateway, egress gateway, and finally installation complete. So ingress gateway will control what traffic comes in, egress controls what traffic will go out. Istioid, that I was mentioning earlier, it contains multiple things that we need. Istioid, in our previous videos we have seen that Istioid will have Citadel, gallery, and a couple of more things. So let's proceed further. Let's see what our web page says. Okay, our web page says to create a namespace after that. For now we will simply skip this step because I want to show you something. And the current installation versions, they do not come with the add-on features like Kiali, Grafana, and all. We have to install them separately, and these files are available in sample add-ons. So let's copy this command. We will need those add-ons like Kiali. Kiali is a very beautiful tool which shows your application in a graphical manner. So let's just install it for now. We'll not roll it out. We'll simply install it. I made some mistake there. Add-ons. That's why. You see, it installed a lot of things. After add-on, yeah, here it is. Service Grafana, Jaeger, tracing Zapkin, Jaeger collector, Kiali, cluster authorization controller, authorization, Kiali service, Kiali Prometheus authorization. So now where these things have been installed, let's clear it and check this in the Istio namespace. kubectl -n Istio system get all. You see, whatever has been installed, it has been installed in Istio system namespace, and we can see from the top the pods, Grafana, Istio egress, Istio ingress, Istioid, Jaeger, Kiali, Prometheus. Istioid, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pods. Earlier we used to have 13 pods, I suppose, I think, and all those rest of the pods have been included in Istioid. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. And Prometheus, it has 2 containers and both of them are running. We'll see later on why it has 2 containers. Now the service for each pod, there is a service. You can see the load balancer, egress, ingress gateway, Grafana is running on 3000. Egress is running on 80. Ingress, the load balancer is running on 15,000, and Kiali is running on 20,001. Prometheus is running on 9090. Zipkin, the deployment has already been created for each, and the separate deployment for each is required, which is obvious. And the name, the replica set for each, like at least one replica set is required for each of the container. So this is being the default. This is not the default namespace. This is Istio system namespace. Now let's clear it and go to the previous page. And let's go up. Yeah, up. We were here. We installed IstioCTL with a demo profile, and we saw why we installed with the demo profile. Now, for now, we are going to skip this step. We are not going to do Istio injection enable. We will discuss that point later on. And since we have downloaded the complete Istio folder, we know that the sample application is available in our Istio folder. Now let's run the application. Before going forward, let me show you what the sample application is. The sample application, it's provided by Istio itself. It's a book information application. It contains a product page, it has details, it has reviews, it has ratings, and they are their own microservices. It has been written in Python and Java and Node.js, Ruby. Okay, so before when we deploy the applications, the review microservice has 3 containers, and details has 1, product page has 1, and ratings has 1 microservice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 microservices that will run for our applications, and whatever request that comes in, that goes to the ingress envoy, and it hits the product page. That product page decides what kind of request that is. It has it's either it's a detail or review or whatever. So post review, it should go to the rating part, obviously, because details will not go to the rating part. So this is our applications. I will discuss about this more later on. Let's go forward and install our application, run our application, shall I say. You see, service details created, book info created, and we have 3 reviews containers created. Now get kubectl -n default get all. So if we see, we have one pod containing 1 container for each application, and you can see that the details is the first pod that is being created. You can see 0 pod is 0 container is ready per pod. Product page has 0 containers ready as of now. Rating, it has 3 pods, 3 containers separately running. Reviews has 1. Service detail, it's running on 9080. Product page is running on 9080, and product page and ratings, all the things have been detailed properly here. Let me check the cluster again. Yeah, now we can see that our pods are all up. Now let's go to the application page. Here we skipped this step. Okay, kubectl label namespace default Istio injection equals enabled. So what this command does is, this command creates a label named Istio injection equals enabled, which injects the Istio sidecar as we have discussed in our previous interactions, that whenever we run an application, Kubernetes application with Istio, it injects a sidecar into it. Let us see the book info applications. Here, the Ingress Gateway. This is the Envoy. The sidecar is also called Envoy proxy. So this Envoy proxy should be introduced as a container into our product page. Now let us see the product page. Here is our product page running, but it has only one container because we did not create, we installed the Istio, but we did not create any namespace or tagged any namespace for that. We do not have Istio injection enabled. Earlier, Istio injection used to be a separate pod itself, but now it has been included as a part of Istioid, or you can call it Istio D. So now that our application is already up and running, we have Istio installed, but still we will not be able to monitor what's going on between detail and product page, or product or review page, or review to rating page, or rating to review page. So, and there is no known way to insert the Envoy proxy inside the pod once the cluster is already up and running. So please note that there are no known ways to achieve this part of Istio, but there are deployment methods in development or in production that can be used to insert Istio into the pods for the applications. And pods are ephemeral. They are created and deleted as per need. So we can do some deployment methods, or multiple deployment methods are available, which will insert Istio into our applications. That's it for this tutorial. Thank you.